Welcome back to another property video. This is from Casalincontrada in Abruzzo, and today we have this huge property here which is actually split into two, so I will be doing this video in two parts. I will be showing you this upper part that you see, a yellow part, and then there is another apartment down there. So here you have an entrance to the upper apartment, and if you walk down a good maybe 10 meters, you also have another entrance which will lead you into this apartment, the lower apartment. Now there is also a garage, but the garage is only for sale with the downstairs property. Now the idea is that the owner wants to sell this as one unit, so the two together basically as one sale. You do have the option to buy it separately, but given the price that I will tell you about later, I think you should be buying this as one instead of two properties. So we're gonna go inside and check the upper part of this property. So this is the main entrance into the property, and we arrive in this huge living room actually, and as you can see, it's a very good size one. You can probably put in a bigger sofa, take this table away, and over here we have one of the main features of this property. A very good sized balcony with amazing views. So down that way would be Chieti, Pescara. Perhaps you can see the sea as well if it's a clear day. Today the weather, it's not very nice to us. It's raining, a little bit windy, cloudy, so we won't be sending up the drone today. However, because I live very close, I will be coming back once this rain and wind and clouds clear up, and I will be taking you a nice drone footage of this area, because it really is beautiful. And even though it's quite densely populated down this street and down this area, it's still a very quiet place. So I think you're gonna love this property once you see all the features and all the rooms. Alright, now let's go back inside and let's check out the bedrooms and other areas of this property. So we're gonna go into the bedrooms, and you have this little hallway slash landing. You will have two bedrooms up here. This is the first one, which is also the master bedroom. It's the bigger one out of the two. Good size bed. There's also another bed for a child, so you can easily fit in two beds, a double and a single, and you still have a lot of space for wardrobes and whatnot. There's also a small balcony here which has a very similar view to the big balcony that opens up from the living room that you just saw. So this is very nice, and the property is in amazing condition. It was recently refurbished, as you can tell. It's very clean, very nice, very cozy, and it's ready to move in. That's the most important thing. Now on the left here we have a very nice sized bathroom, double sink, toilet, a bidet, and a full-sized tub with a shower as well. This is a very, very nice bathroom. One of the nicest bathrooms that we've filmed so far. And then on the right side we have bedroom number 2, which is a much smaller bedroom, but it's still in amazing condition. And you can still easily fit in a double bed and a good sized wardrobe. You also have a balcony with this one, same views as the previous bedroom and the balcony that opens up from the living room. Now we're gonna go and check out the kitchen area, kitchen dining area. Alright, so over here we have the kitchen diner. Again, a very good sized one. So the kitchen is on one side of the wall, then you will have the dining area over here. Again, recently refurbished, in very, very good condition. No cracks, no stains on the wall, no water leaks. And that is actually very important, and I must tell you about it because right now we've been having a lot of rainfall. Actually, for the last 3 days it was raining every single day, and sometimes very, very heavy rain. And as you can see in this apartment, no leaks whatsoever. Now let's go upstairs, and you have this relatively small set of stairs leading you up to 3 rooms, and currently they are using this one as kind of a storage. I mean, you can see a fridge there, a TV, clothes drying, you know, a table as well, and then there's a wardrobe. So it's more of a storage room up here, but you could easily turn this into another bedroom if you want to, or just another lounge if that's what you like. There's another area behind that door. That's going to be the last thing that I show you. For now, we're going to have a look at this one. So this one, again, used as a laundry slash bathroom. So with this one you get a toilet, good sized sink, and a shower as well. Now, the only thing with this area is the headroom, as you can tell. So if I come here, this is where my head touches the ceiling, and I'm about 6 foot, so, you know, average height. And I think this would be more suitable for people that are, you know, under 6 foot, maybe just a little bit, so they can go in a bit further. Otherwise you need to duck down. Now that's not, you know, a massive issue considering how nicely this property has been done. And then over here, this is the area that is unfinished in the property. Unfinished as in that there's no flooring here, or the ceiling is not covered up fully. However, it's very tidy, very neat, very clean, even though it's a storage room, as you can tell. But it looks really nice. And you also have a light here that I just realized. So you can see that even though it's unfinished, it's still very, very clean, very, very tidy. So with this property, all you need to do is bring your bags, bring your clothes, and you're ready to move in. Because this one doesn't need anything. I mean, nothing. Alright, so this was the first part of the property. Now we're gonna go downstairs and check out the second part. Okay then, so this is the downstairs part. Separate entrance. There is no connection between the two apartments at the moment. However, in a second I will show you where you could be putting a staircase to make it into one giant property. So this is the landing. It's very nice. It's nicely furbished as well. You know, I really like the items here that you see. And over here on the left we have a good sized living room, nicely decorated as well. I really like this one. It looks very nice. There's a nice dining table there, two good sized sofas, and a couple of cabinets on this side with a TV. So I wouldn't change too much here. I would actually keep it as it is. Now over here we have the garage I was telling you about. It's a good sized garage as well. And yeah, this looks very nice, you know, neat and tidy. However, what really impressed me is this part over here, these beams. I mean, they're in amazing condition. This one was recently refurbished as well in 2020, so less than 5 years ago, and it looks amazing. So you can fit in a good sized car. This is a Toyota, what is this, Yaris or an Aygo? I think this is a Yaris, isn't it? Yes, a Yaris hybrid. So you can easily fit in, you know, a fairly good sized car, and you still have some space at the back there. So maybe something even bigger if you want to. Now let's go back into the living area, and I will be showing you the two bedrooms, the bathroom, and the kitchen as well. So over here on the left side, a very big bedroom. This would be the master bedroom. Interesting color choice, I must say. Maybe I would change that, but maybe some people like it. You know, purple is kind of coming back. It's becoming popular again, stylish again. So this one has a huge wardrobe in here, a good sized bed, and you still have some cabinets down there. So this could be the master bedroom. And then if you exit the master bedroom, on the left side you have a bathroom. So this one comes with a shower, a bidet, a toilet, and a sink. Actually double sink, but this one is more of a washing machine sink, I think. So it's for your laundry. This one also has a dryer and a washing machine, so it's kind of American. We're going American over here with the washing machine down there and the dryer up on top. And then we move on to the second bedroom. This one has a huge wardrobe in it, in the corner, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling as well. This one is a tiny bit smaller, and it feels smaller because of this this bed over here with all these wardrobes and cabinets. But I don't think this will be staying. I think this will go with the owners. So you could perhaps put in a double bed if you want to, and then, you know, most of these things will be going, so you're kind of getting an empty room. I'm sure some things will be staying, but that's something that you need to negotiate and agree on with the owner. So that's not through us, That's your own agreement with the property owner. And then over here we have the kitchen dining area. Again, very good sized one. As you can see, there's water, gas, electricity, ready to move in, ready to use. There's also a fireplace, which is in working condition. And over there you have space for a fridge. And you have a dining table in the middle. Now, I just spotted something very interesting. If you are a cook or you have a passion for cooking, you must know what this red machine is. It's a KitchenAid, and it's a very popular choice for home cooks and even professional chefs to use it. That's just a little side note for you. Now, I told you about that staircase and where to put it. So over here on this side, you could be putting a staircase that will lead you up into the living room of the upstairs property. So you could potentially open up this property as one. You can have a whole house instead of two separate apartments. Entirely up to you. You could buy this as a whole and then leave it as it is. So two separate apartments. Down here, you could be having an Airbnb, or you could be living down here and then do the upper part as an Airbnb, or the other way around. Entirely up to you. Now, like I said, I will be getting that drone footage for you. So that's where we're gonna finish the video, and then I will tell you about the price, because it's a really good price. And this property shouldn't be missed, I think. For this price, you're not really getting anything better than this. This is probably the best price and probably the best property for this price, with a lot of options as well. All right, let's jump into that aerial footage. So, like I said, I am back on a much clearer day, and right now we are going towards the property. So that hill that you see at the front, that's where the house is basically located, and behind it you would see Chieti, Pescara and the seaside as well. And then behind us is the old town of Casalincontrada. So you would find a supermarket there, pharmacy, bars, post office, bank, whatever you need basically. So everything is available, and it's a really nice town as well. And this footage is going towards the town. Now, the price for the property is 158,000 euros. Obviously, if you're buying one part of the property, then it's roughly half of that. Obviously, you can negotiate this price if you're buying the whole property. If you're buying just a part of it, then I think it's highly unlikely that you have much room for negotiation. So overall, a great property, a great opportunity for someone as an investment as well. And if you have any questions about this property or any of the properties that we have for sale at the moment, feel free to reach out to us via email, and we will get back to you within 24 hours. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.